Greetings everyone, welcome back to yet another game commentary video with me, Kemzit, and today we shall be chatting about Slime Rancher. Now, we have finished this game, as you guys heard me in the previous video, which is a bit more longer, and we have done it as well within 99 days. We have finished the adventure mode and of course earned a lot of achievements. We have also opened up most of the things. But before I also continue on with talking on, please remember that there will be a little bit of spoilers because I'm going to talk about in the in-game stuff, be it mechanics, be it the adventures, be it the story. So if you don't want to hear those, feel free to skip this and try the game first, because I would really recommend you it, and it is a fun game. And before I continue also talking, please lean back, lay down, grab something to eat and drink, as I'm going to share you guys some opinions, thoughts, and so on. Feel free to do it yourself as well in the comments box below, or in your Steam, and we can have a chit chat about it. And if you enjoyed the video, always feel free to give it a like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new and wish to support it. But as I said, I would really recommend you guys this. I would even tell you my score right away from this game. From a scale 1 till 10, it will be a 9er, and it really deserves it, and the money for it as well. Sure, it looks kind of childlike, let's say that, and silly, but it's also fun. And for someone who's 25 years old, I've enjoyed this game at the fullest and find my 37 hours plus with spending inside to this game. It has been really worth it, and I would really advise you guys to try it out yourself if you want to, of course. There's also some different modes, because again, I've played it only adventure mode. I've not even done the casual mode, neither rush mode, nor have I done any holiday events, nor have I tried to finish all the achievements. But if you want to go for a challenge like with the achievements, feel free to do so. You can also go ahead and do these world events. That's really fun as well if you want to, but I'm not really keen, let's say that, into that. And I will admit that eventually, as you do play for quite some time, it just doesn't have the electricity. But that's my opinion again. But still, I'm not painting this game black. It is really a great game. That's what I will say. But it's just for me, I don't have that electricity anymore, and I'm sure some of you have noticed that throughout the series. But furthermore, I would really advise you guys that. But apart from that, try it out and see to it, because I'm gonna now also start talking a little bit on what happened, the lore, and so on. So you start as Bea, and who just left her boyfriend and all that to go through adventure in the Slime Ranch, explore the land, and of course the first few things you do is just, you know, talk, do some missions, and of course you try to read also mails and all. You try to get your ranches up a little bit of a core things where you keep some slimes. First you get those pink ones, and then those tabby ones and the rock ones, and collect plots and all. You start selling them, and eventually, slowly as the game goes on, you expand through lands. You collect pods, which I still also haven't collect all. You open new areas by destroying big Gordo slimes, which give you keys or rewards to gadgets like creating flowers or trees, anything else to beautify your farm. That's also possible. I have not done that either. But you can explore the area, you can get a lot of upgrades for yourself. You upgrade your girl and with her V-Pack and anything else, speed or health and the sorts. Or of course your entire farm, because eventually your farms, it's, how should I say, pods also, no, not pods, but how do you call it, those expansions, those little things where you put those slimes, you can also upgrade them eventually. There's a lot of content inside that, and it has been elaborated, especially whenever you catch a new slime. It explains, hey, you got new slime or new food, hey, this is good food and all that. They have some little bit of nice descriptions in there and here. Plus you can then also check what their favorite food is and what they don't like. Oh, well, are fine with and whatnot. So it's really interesting. And it's been really great, and eventually you continue on with expanding. You do still the missions and, you know, please the other farmers, and they eventually there are 3 guys which will offer you expansion in exchange of doing some small games for them. Well, not well, for us it's a game, a small game, and do some missions for them and constantly, and then they give you something really rewarding, which is my opinion. Usually it has been some expansions, or they also offer you sometimes some swift winning method of gathering some, you know, better income from chickens, for example, or from the farms itself, etc, etc. It's been really rewarding and really worth it and adventurous, which really pushes you to continue on with this game. I just am saddened that they haven't really continued on with it. I just hope they will. I don't know if they haven't or not, but I just hope they will eventually. Plus, I just am sad that this game doesn't have the multiplayer function, as it has been also talked in previous YouTube videos of mine within this series, that this game sadly doesn't have that kind of function, even though it will be really interesting and a lot more fun, as I'm sure about that, and it will really be helpful and get away that, you know, a little bit of burnout from this game, because that's what I have from this game. But it's really interesting, and you can really have a lot of fun together too, even though you still can, when you don't have a burnout like that and lost the electricity through this game, then you can still go on with the events and of course the achievements. You can also go through, as I said before, the rush and casual, as they are different modes to play this game through. And of course, even if my farm still had things that could have been done too, so it's just a game you can continue for hours and hours. I already have 37, and I'm sure many of you are, well, some of you or others are past that or could even go further on, so mine hours are nothing. But besides that, that's why I gave this game a 9 out from a scale 1 to 10. It's just sole purpose of not having a multiplayer game, a multiplayer function. It's not the only game that has not that function, so don't think I'm just, you know, painting this game bad, but I'm just saying it would have been really great, because many other games, even if it's just like a game like this or RTS, they don't have that function, and it's just truly saddening. But I just hope that, you know, the game industry one day will notice as well, like, hey, it's a lot more fun, and I'm sure more people will buy that too, because, you know, every game eventually loses its hype, and then people are looking for, like, hey, what's new? But if you go for multiplayer, more hours can be spent into it, and more time can be enjoyed and kept exciting, because you're doing things together too. YouTube, the same thing. When you play a lot of videos or see a lot of them around, you eventually also get bored of it, and you're gonna try out something new. That's just how things works. Unless you just keep finding it interesting or intellectual or rewarding, you'll just keep going on with it. But this is again subject change. Sorry. But then again, this game really interested and cool, and I don't really have much else to say about this game, apart that it's also how should I say, reminds me a lot of kind of Sims, just a lot different. Like, you just really do some amazing thing. Apart that you couldn't, you know, customize your character or something, change her and all that. That was not really cool. Would have been really nice as well. Like, if you could change Bea's outfit, for example, because we could change the house and all that. It's coloring and all, which is really, again, once again, nice, but it's just, we couldn't do her too bad. But it's still a nice game. I would give it a big as yes still, even if it's a score 9. And yeah, so if you agreed with this, do feel free to drop it down comments, drop a like button on this video, and subscribe to my channel if you're new and wish to support it. Do you want to recommend something or record a game together? That's possible as well. Just write it down in the comments box below, or any other opinions or thoughts you have about this game. And of course, feel free to tell me any other series I should start now, as we have finished another one, and I shall try to do it on a daily basis. So for now, I shall see you guys in my next video.